Then we have the yidam of hate. We have the yidam of not letting go. We have the yidam of ego. We have the yidam of, and then the favorite yidam, the best yidam that everybody loves is the yidam is Vajra, I can't change myself. Everybody will have that yidam. Everybody says, oh, I love that yidam. It's my favorite. What's your yidam? The yidam that I can't change myself. Don't you love it? So if you immediately, so imagine that. Imagine Ruby gives that initiation, the yidam is, I can't change myself, I'm not ready. I should be sitting on the throne, and all of us will be like, we have our katas, we all have our katas, oh, Ruby with Jesus, give us the yidam of, I can't change myself. And then after that, don't get the yidam of not letting go of your wealth. Now he's getting that, he's famous. He's become the Mahasita of, I can't let go. So he's got a special mantra, Om let go, Om pil. But you meditate, what do you meditate on? You meditate that your heart opens up and all the money in the world comes in. Every day you meditate. And then you meditate your heart getting bigger and bigger, and then it overpours into your navel chakra, into your throat chakra, into your head chakra, into your leg chakra, into your bubbly chakra, everything. So your whole body's filled with money, and it's coming out of your ears, your eyes, your nose, all this money, and you're filthy rich, and then the special part of the yidam practice is got protective practice in that one. What's a protective practice? When people come ask you for money? No. So Mr. Nao is very good at that. The protective practice he gives that submission is called the no protective. I mean, why? Then we have the yidam of, we call it the red light yidam. And we'll have JJ give that initiation. JJ will give the initiation of the red light yidam. In your lifetime, you must achieve the siddhi of having for 10,000 beings. And his special practice is no vows regarding body. Nothing. So you have the speech vows and you have the mind vows, but you don't have the body vows. Body free, do what you want. And then of course the room is all red. Then we get a few scary people. We get Adrian, we get Justin, we get Fong. They wear bikini and dance in red lingerie. Why the bikinis? What? Don't hold your sexual misconduct vows. And then JJ's there with his hat backwards because he borrowed from Ngaula. He didn't like it, it was a little sweaty, but he put it on backward and he did the initiation. Don't hold your sexual misconduct vows and sleep with everybody on this planet. Ding, 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 ding. Then he blesses people. Ding, 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 ding. Then you take it, you come home. You know what it is? It's a red light bulb. You just need because he's accomplished. Don't you love it? And then you have the yidam that you will live forever. You don't believe in death and impermanence. You don't. And Sachin give you that initiation. Sachin give you the initiation of you will never die. And this yidam is what? This yidam is what? What is it? You know what it is? You know what it's represented by? Think. Sachin's old bust. With her hair out and her glasses, and it wrote down there, I will never die home. So I'll practice Dharma 20,000 years later. And our mantra is very short, very simple, very easy. So what's my meaning? My meaning is, there's Sachin. So Mr. Ngao gave his initiation, it was a hit. He's all over Star newspaper, everybody loves him. He's a new Lama from Tibet. So after this, he goes back to the bank, of course, because he lives there. And then after he finished initiation, JJ gave his initiation. JJ's initiation, oh my God, everybody was overpouring. He gave it in Zouk. His initiation was actually given in Zouk. Isn't that nice? And then at the beach club, they requested to come to give too. So next week is at the beach club. Then after that, after JJ gave his initiation, Sachin. Sachin gave the initiation is, everything is permanent. I will never die. I will forever live Hongpe. It was very nice. Isn't that great? All these new lamas and all these great hats and all these great ceremonies, just think about that. Just think carefully. We don't need those initiations. We're doing a great job ourselves. So what's my point? Karma has its effects. So what we should do right now is this. Stop saying, I cannot. Stop saying, I will not. Stop saying, I'm not ready. Stop saying, I'm not able to. Stop limiting yourself because that's not really who you are. Because the Buddha said you can. The Buddha says you can become a Buddha. The Buddha says you can purify your karma. The Buddha says you can purify your aggregates. The Buddha says that you can purify all your negative imprints. All. The Buddha says you can purify your self-cherishing mind. He said you can, but you said you cannot. So every time you say you cannot, or you say you cannot, but you don't believe you can, you're breaking your refuge vow because you're going against the Buddha. And what is going against the Buddha? When you go against the Buddha, it's going against yourself by saying you cannot. It's actually laziness, attachment. So the very factor that makes us cannot do it creates the very unhappiness that is manifesting in our lives. So instead of sitting there saying, I cannot, we have to. We have to. We absolutely have to. 3 of the body: killing, stealing, sexual misconduct. Whether we have the vow or not, we must avoid. 4 of the speech: lying, divisive speech. Hurtful speech, idle chatter. Hurtful speech doesn't have to be loud. It can be designed to damage. Sneaky speech. 3 of the mental: covetousness, malice, holding wrong views. Not wrong views, holding wrong views. Because wrong views are not inherent. They can be removed. Holding wrong views. Okay? So, last, and this is very important for all of us, is having the correct support system around us, having the correct friends around us. Having the wrong friends around us, having friends that are not correct around us will destroy good interest and kindle negative interests. We cannot ascend to higher thoughts when we have negative friends. They drag us down. Why? If we have the power to drag them down, we can go to discos. We can go to the clubs. We can go and sleep with whoever we want. We can go and drink. We can do these things. Why? By doing these things, actually we drag them up instead of them dragging us down. Why? Because there's no halfway house. We can't meet them any other way. So we meet them on their terms. But if we're not practiced and we're not strong, we don't do those actions. Because if we do those actions, we will drag them down. That's 2, alright? Then, hanging around with negative friends or friends that seemingly look good but are negative reinforces our habituations. Why? And they think like us, that's why we're friends. In fact, it's harmful in the end. Hanging around friends that encourage money, that encourage relationships, that encourage drinking, that encourage wasting time, that encourages damaging and hurting and lying or cheating on your spouse, or disrespecting your parents. Being around people like that, if you're not strong, you won't motivate them. They will drag you down. They, in fact, reinforce your habituation. So look at the people and the kind of friends they have around them, and then you will see what type of person they are. What type of friends a person has, or no friends, indicates the level of their mind. So their friends are all street people, all people who are like party ones, or drug ones, or angry ones, or fighting ones. That's the level of their mind. That's what they're attracted to. If we're around friends of business, money, business, money, that's what our interest is. If we're around friends, we just want to look good. We want to be around the rich. We want to look popular. We want to drive the best car. We want to be a good reputation. We want to hang around them, and we miss those friends. That shows you the type of mind we have, or residuals of that mind. And then, those friends also indicate the level of your spiritual practice and where you're going to die, how you will die, and how you will suffer or not suffer. Why? What you're interested in will be reflected with the people you surround yourself with. Very simple. So if you're around friends that like to drink and do nothing, and idle chatter, and just do drugs, or just nothing, that's what you're interested in. If you're around friends who just want to make money, that's your interest. If you're around friends who just don't want to do anything, just get married, just have kids, just work, and save money, that's all. Don't tell me anything else. Don't disturb my life. You're very lazy. If you're around people who always gossip and chatter and say negative things about people and hurt people and bring them down and destroy people, that's your interest. So whatever your friends are, however they think, reflects your mind. So you can see a person by their friends. What type of, if their friends beat them up, if they're wrathful friends or they're mean friends, you know the type of person they are. You don't need to listen to their words. You don't need to look at their body. You don't need to check how they act or what gifts they give you. You look at their friends. Why? We will attract and nurture the type of people that we have similar interest in. That's not a criticism. Psychology. And then people who don't have friends, why not? Why don't they have friends? Everybody can have a friend. Even a monster like me have friends. Everybody should have friends. If you don't have a friend, also shows you something. Don't say, oh, because I like to be alone, I don't want to have friends. No. It's too much effort to transform yourself to have friends. Everybody needs friends. Everybody. Then, your friends can indicate whether you will have happiness or unhappiness because of the kind of activity they encourage you to do and they influence you to do. So if your friends encourage you to do negative things and you're not strong enough to bring them up, they will drag you down. So if you have a weak mind, a similar interest, they will drag you down. So a friend will indicate your future. Your friends will indicate the type of existence you want. Okay? Then, your friends can trigger your negative karma or your positive karma. If you're surrounded by positive friends, a positive spiritual friend refers to the teacher or the sangha or the dharma brothers and sisters. If you're surrounded by positive friends, you live in a positive environment, you're with positive people, and you're with a positive teacher, they will trigger your positive karma. Why? They always reinforce your positive mind. So that 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, it's reinforced, it becomes habitual. Once it becomes habitual, negative karma is very difficult to open up. Very difficult. Then positive karma opens up. Positive karma opens up that you do more and more positive things to a point where your positive store of merit is so big, the negative is small, it becomes erased or purified. That's why I told some people, do the Dharma, don't have two minds. If they stay near me or stay near Dharma, they always, yeah, I will do. The minute they go away, the minute they go to another place, they start thinking, oh, maybe. Why? They themselves, their mind is not strong. They themselves, the mind is not strong. They themselves is an indication to them. I'm not criticizing them. I'm giving them a way to check that their minds are not strong. Then these people, if they want to do practice, no results. Why? If your mind is always like that, if you do practice, how to have results? So more, if you want to teach Dharma, and your mind is like that, and you're not focused, and you're still thinking, should I do my career? Should I make money? Should I get married? Should I have this? Should I have that? If you think like that and you say you want to teach Dharma, no. No. Why? You don't create the karma to teach Dharma. Teaching Dharma means being an example first. Being double who you teach first. You have to be double compassionate, double knowledgeable, double kind, double effort, double patience. You have to be double who you teach. If you're not double them and you teach them, you're just like another a sneaky friend. Just another sneaky friend. So therefore, if you want to teach Dharma, if you want to explain Dharma, if you want to share Dharma with others, if you want to, you must make sure you do double what everybody does. If you want to do double what they do in the quiet of your home, if you're always two-minded, you have to check carefully who you are, where you are already. And if your Dharma practice, you say, oh, I don't want to be a Dharma teacher. That's fine, but you want to be a Dharma practitioner. If you want to be a Dharma practitioner and your mind is always two, always maybe, and conflicting and fighting, is a clear indication of the level of your mind. Lack of study, lack of practice, lack of meditation, lack of holding your vows, lack of good friends, lack of good influence, lack of being near one spiritual teacher. Why? You will never be able to drag down a real spiritual teacher. Me, you guys, we'll go party together. A real spiritual teacher you can never drag down, never. They will drag you up. The teacher will do anything with you and they can do all the things you do, but in the end, they will drag you up. Even some spiritual teachers are quite fierce. They can beat you up and slap you and break things. It never affects them. They will do everything they can to drag you up. Even some spiritual teachers, they go out and have fun with you, have coffee or do whatever. If your mind is down, they go and have coffee with you. What? They talk with you, joke, and talk about this and that. They come down. Why? You cannot go to their level, but they can come down to your level. But once they come down to your level, they can go back up to their level. You are at that level, you can never go up to their level because you're not at that level. Therefore, spiritual teachers, the Tibetans have a special Mahasiddha tradition.